Hey, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Bing.
And this is part of our sex education series. If you missed the first episode, you can watch it up here.
This episode is about virginity and the logistics of sex. So what is sex? How do we define sex? Sex is penetrative intercourse, right?
Well, yes, it can be defined that simply for heterosexual couples. However, you can have sex without it being penetrative. For example, gay couples.
So what we're saying is it's not a clean, straight line. There's no black and white about this. Like a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about, it's not very simple and it's very subjective. So, virginity, like, how do you know you're ready for sex?
Well, there's no specific time. It's completely your decision and there's absolutely no pressure. There's no right or wrong age when you should lose your virginity, but we do advise to stick by the law.
It really just exists as a guideline and it's quite a good one to follow.
And if you are a lot older and you're still a virgin, do not stress, it's not a big deal. Waiting until you're married to have sex is a personal decision. No one can tell you whether what you're doing is right or wrong. What kind of expectations should I have for the first time I have sex?
None. Don't have any, because you'll just be disappointed. It's a guarantee that the best sex you will have is later on in your sexual career.
Yeah.
Don't worry about pleasure and length and when you're gonna come, because you're new at it.
It can only get better. Just because of all that, it doesn't mean it can't be special though.
But Hannah, you're a girl. Doesn't it hurt?
It can do, but mainly it just feels a bit weird and uncomfortable. If it's hurting, that's not unusual, but there are ways that you can stop it from hurting. A lot of foreplay, so you get those natural juices and the natural lube flowing. And man-made lube, don't be afraid or ashamed to use it because it really is good and it really, really helps. And also, relax. Can I get pregnant the first time I have sex?
Yes! Yes, you can! You can get pregnant from any time you have sex. So now we get to the logistics of sex. How do we do it? How do we keep active and how do we enjoy it? What do you say, Hannah?
Move a lot and just try new things, try different positions, just generally like maneuver and communicate with your partner. Like be open to talk to them about what's happening, and that's the way that you can just practice real good and get awesome.
There's no real big secret to getting better at sex. It really is just trying new things and being with someone that you're completely open with.
So how long on average does it take for a guy to come?
There's no answer to that. The number of variables involved in the process of things that happen in the human body to get to that point is ridiculous. You can be affected by alcohol, drugs, diet, what you ate that day, how much exercise you do, whether you're stressed, whether you're in danger, whether you've got a cold.
The person
you're with. There's a lot of stuff there and there is absolutely no, average time.
How do you know when you're done having sex?
Well, for a guy, that's pretty simple. It's when you ejaculate. That's the sign of an orgasm.
It's a lot more complicated for a girl. Most women don't actually orgasm through penetrative sex, so you just gotta try a lot of other things in there as well, and it's all about communicating with your partner. Is there such thing as a penis that's too big or too small?
Well, again, there are so many variables involved in sex that size really isn't important, as long as you know what you're doing and you know that you can communicate openly with your partner. And as far as big goes, unless you are Ron Jeremy or artificially enhanced, the vagina can handle it.
Vaginas are very stretchy.
So what else can we do during sex?
Well, foreplay doesn't have to end once the sex begins, so still just try playing around with each other's bodies. You've got boobs, you've got bums, you've got the clit. Do not ignore the clitoris.
Just have a good old explore. Just go for it. Shift things up a bit. So that's the end of this episode. Once again, this is very shallow information. If you would like depth on any of the individual things we talked about, there are links to more information in the down. There's also a link to a Tumblr where you can ask questions to be answered in this series, and another Tumblr that Hannah started where she answers specific questions in a kind of agony aunt type way.
Yes, and the next episode is going to be about body image and puberty, so if you have any general questions about that, then you can ask them on the Tumblr page.
Oh.
Okay. Like it makes it speed up.
Not that one.
Okay.